Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and you're listening to another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in one, two, three galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. And, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't like the way we play, ladies and gentlemen, then don't play. Okay, break. I'm just kidding. But anyway, we have another exciting episode for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about the failure of the middle class and why you should want to get out of the middle class. And what I mean by that is, ladies and gentlemen, do not rely on your income to get you ahead in life, okay? And a lot of times people in the middle class, they go get the job. They go be a doctor. They go be a whatever. They go be a truck driver. They go be, a whatever, a however. And then, people in the middle class, they are too they thumb their noses at people that are considered quote unquote poor. They look down, they go, I could never live in this neighborhood. I could never do this. I could never do that. And they look up at the rich and they go, I wish I could have a piece of that. I wish I could have my own yacht. I'll go get me a boat, pay on a boat 30 years, and I'll live like that. And they have an income, and the income is okay, and they are doing okay. A lot of times, the middle class, they are one step away from being in the poorhouse. And why do I say that? Because a lot of times, people, all people, they do not focus on their own business. I was thinking about this, the other day. We have a new president, and people have what we call Trump derangement syndrome, okay? They have it. They focus on Trump. They focus on Trump. They focus on Trump. Listen, the most you can control is what goes on in your own city. Where do you live right now? Okay? You live in Milwaukee. The first thing you got to do is take on the Milwaukee task. Take on what you can control. Take on your city government, your county government, your state government. You can't be worried about federal this and federal that. You got to what's going on around you, okay? And a lot of times, all of us, we get distracted with what's going on in the world. People concerned about where they're gonna be for the Super Bowl. People concerned about what Taylor Swift gonna wear to the Super Bowl. People concerned about is when LeBron James gonna retire. People are worried about everything except for, their money. If you tell somebody, hey, keep up with what you spend for 30 days, they go, you out of your effing mind. I'm not keeping up with that shit. It comes and it goes, people tell you. It comes and it goes. But, on this show, we want to talk about being more financial. People say, oh man, if I had $1 million, I would keep up with my money. Or if I had $1 million, I would donate. Or if I had $3 million, I would save some. You want to get out of the mentality, and that's why I'm telling you, the middle class, they have a mentality. They pay everything. They pay the boat, pay the car note, high expensive car. And then they have a couple $100 left over. I might save some of that, or they go, oh, let's put that towards a trip. And you want to have the mentality of a financial literate person. We're not going to just say rich. Well, you want to have the financial literacy mentality where you go, let me put some back first, let me save, let me invest, because you want the monies to be working for you. You need the monies to work for you. It's always better when how you save money, you're in a bank, and you go to the bank, and then every month they hit you with the interest, like interest payment. It's a nice thing to see, right? Of course. You want more of that. You want your 401k, you want your IRAs, you want all this kind of stuff. You want some stocks, you want land, whatever you want to do to start making money for yourself. This is what I talked about yesterday, affiliate marketing business. Have a business. Have something on the side that you can start taking advantage of. Take advantage of the tax codes. They have all these tax codes. People bitch every year. Oh, Jeff Bezos don't pay no taxes. Jeff Bezos, he's opened a business, gave a lot of people jobs. Jeff Bezos actually deserves to get a lot of tax breaks. He's opened up a lot of jobs, opened up a lot of opportunities for a lot of different people. And yeah, Amazon takes advantage of the tax code. But ladies and gentlemen, you and I can also take advantage of the tax code. I own a house. Me and my wife who own a house. We have tax breaks. Okay. Um, I I've got my letter. I got my stock letter. This year. Hey, you got interest. Blah blah blah. I got my thing from the church. You donated this amount of money. Tax break. So, you know, you you have opportunities. And if you keep focusing on things that you can't control, like who the president is, what they're doing, what they're up to, and if you don't worry about yourself, worry about your finances, you will always have the same mentality. You always have the same piss poor mentality. I like to call it the middle class mentality, because I always have a conversation with my cousin. We talk about finances. Sometimes we talk about money and people trying to buy this and buy that and trying to keep up with the Joneses. Oh, their house looks like this. Their house looks like that. And if you know who you are, and you know what you want to do, and and you have a real game plan, then you will be able to, hey, get started, start making money. And it doesn't matter if you're 18. It doesn't matter if you're 45. It doesn't matter if you're 60. At any time in your life, and you say, hey, stop. I want to stop. I want to hit the pause button. I really want to change things. You can start changing things. You're not gonna be overweight and work out on a Tuesday and have a six pack by the next Tuesday. No. But slowly but surely, you're gonna start shedding the pounds. You're gonna start shedding weight. You do enough crunches, you do enough push ups, you're gonna start burning away. The fat's gonna melt away. And before you know it, you're gonna look down and you're gonna be like, oh wow, well look at that. It's the same as, the financial thing. Yeah, you're in debt right now, but so what? You can get out of debt. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to save, but so what? You can get something saved. Eventually you will get to where you want to go. But you just have to get out of that mentality of worrying about, oh, I can't, oh, these people over here are doing this and these people over here are doing that. Who cares, man? Worry about you. And one thing that people that are successful when it comes to, and I just say money because people love to hear about money and all that. They love to hear about it, but they don't do anything about their situation. So, every whenever if you just study people and you study what they got going on, a lot of times people have built, they either built a business or they invest, but they build their own world, and that's what you want to do. I you know I was thinking about this, and don't tell my wife, but you know I was thinking my wife wants to go to Disney. Okay, she wants to go to Disney, and I want to take her to Disney. And I thought to myself, it's great and everything, but I'm going to I wrote down a goal. My goal is to get my wife one of those. I've read about them. I see them. One of those concierge. So she can get taken around Disney. So I'm working on that. But I'm not gonna go bankrupt getting my wife a concierge. No, I'm gonna have things in place where I'm drawing money. I have money coming in, and I go, hey, I can get some of that and put it towards the concierge service for my wife, because I know my wife would like that. She would be all happy. She would be cheesing. It would make her very happy. And so that's what I would like to do for my wife. But you want to get to the fact where you're like, all right, I want to do this. What is gonna pay for that? You want to get to that mentality. Because at the end of the day, it's great to have a job and everything, but we all know, this is why people bitch and moan about jobs, because jobs are never gonna give you what you want. You have to go out and get what you want. If you think you're worth $5 million, then go earn $5 million on your own. A job is not gonna give you $5 million. I remember when I first started driving trucks, and I used to be looking at my money like, man, I am grossly underpaid, which I was, but that's not their problem. It's a me problem. And what can I do about it? I can figure something out, and then I can go on about my business. Then I can start making the money that I actually want to make. This is why people want to be in business, because if you have a business, you can make the kind of money you want to make. But at the same time, if you're making money, you're making great money. Be sure to invest. Be sure to buy things that can make money for you. You want to have. It was this book I read about from it's by author Vicki Rollins, and it talks about money, and it talks about how write down everything you spend, write down stuff, and invest in stuff, buy stuff, buy art, buy land, buy whatever, and have things that can be making you money while, and then that way you're not like, oh, I gotta go to work. I can go to work if I want to, And it's not, and yeah, it's all hard work, but hey, going to work every day, reporting in, checking in, asking for vacations, all that shit is hard, And so it's like, what do you want to do, you want to be making money, you want to be making money that you can wake up and go, oh, okay, I'm making, I made I made some dollars, from a website, and that's why we talked about affiliate marketing yesterday. So I want you to just get into the mindset of, hey, what can I do to start making money on my own? Forget a job, forget this, forget that, What can I do to start really generating money on my on my own accord? And so that way, whenever you say, hey, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing it today, I don't got it in me, I don't have to. You can take a day off. You can take 2 days off, Get back to it, keep your eye on your own prize, okay? Don't be don't be looking down on people, in the middle. Don't be looking down. Oh, I can't be with those those peasants. Then you're looking up. I want to get a piece of that, No, don't do all that. That's the middle class mentality. That's a failing mentality. Okay, the middle class is a hustle, ladies and gentlemen, and you want to be financially literate. And financial literacy, if you get the financial literacy part down pat, you will be a-okay in life, and you can pass it on to your kids. I'm going to tell my daughter from the word to go, from the time she works, save, invest first, save, invest, hey, you go to college, get your job, but you will have things in the background working for you. So that way, whenever you say, hey, I don't want to do that no more, you might not want to work, you might want to start a business, but it doesn't matter. Even if you start a business, you want to have things in the background working for you. So that way you don't have all the worries. Because I told you before, people when when the money is tight, you make bad. I always laugh when I see this meme. This little kid, he's like, "Not me. I make bad financial decisions." And I'm like, this is true. You ain't got no money. You take your last $3. You're like, I got $3. Let me go buy a lot. Let me go buy a lottery ticket. You never know. And when you get into the lottery mindset, man, you're dead in the water. The lottery mindset is a bad place to be. You don't want to be in that place. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The failing of the middle class. Don't be in the middle class. Have money working for you. Work a job, whatever. That's why I recommend everybody do affiliate marketing. You can start bringing in some money. It doesn't matter if it's $100. Listen, if you can bring in an extra $1,000 a month, hey, you're doing a-okay, okay? And so, ladies and gentlemen, get into the mentality of what can I do to make myself financially, strong, okay? And so, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. God bless each and every one of you. I love you. And as always, everybody, peace.